Hey, you know what it is. It's yours truly, PTtheGospelSpitter. You put the faith at the end. You got me, the bad boy of gospel. Yes, sir. So you know we over here with the Fresh Leftovers radio show. We about to get this in. Come on, man. Stay tuned. Stay plugged in. Stay plugged into Yahweh. Come on, man. Oh, we already there.
Give me a clean heart, just live in.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your man, Legacy the Prince.
I am CEO AALIYAH.
It's your boy DJ PTtheGospelSpitter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the Fresh Leftovers radio show, and we are back, man. We got a special guest in the building. I'm super excited about this one right here. His resume crazy long. Man, he got so much number ones on the charts worldwide, legitly. It don't even make sense, man. Yo, we got the bad boy of gospel, PTtheGospelSpitter in the building,
hey, Legacy,
man. What's
real
poppin',
quick.
Hey, you know what it is. It's yours truly, PTtheGospelSpitter. You put the faith at the end. You got me, the bad boy of gospel.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
That's a crazy intro.
I like that.
love
I
it.
know, bro.
You do that every time?
You know. Gotta let him know what it is. Gotta let him know what it is. Gotta let him know what it is. Just
If he do that every time, that mean he wear the same shirt.
That was so
definitely
whack,
not
DJ.
doing
That
that. You know, we got some different shirts. We definitely not gonna rock the same joint.
PT in the building, man. It's a pleasure to have you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. The energy is crazy. I appreciate just watching how y'all rock, man.
Tell the people who PTtheGospelSpitter is. Let's start from there, man. Let's start there.
Man, just about me, man. I'm just sold out all the way to Christ, man. Yahshua drip always, you know. Yahweh got me, man. You know, just been able to just rock with this and be brought up with this from my family. You know, my mom poured it into me, my pops poured it into me, and just being able to have that grooming. And even though I had my little prodigal son experience, I got a chance to come back and now walk in the way I'm supposed to, in the way I wasn't supposed to depart from. So now that I'm rolling in that, man, I'm just so thankful to Yahweh that he's just rocking with me. So PTtheGospelSpitter is also Ashante PT Stokes. You already know, like he talked about, actor, director, artist, Christian hip hop rapper, at the same time gospel artist because I sing. So I'm able to do all this stuff, entrepreneur, like you said, philanthropy. I'm just able to do this thing all the way for the kingdom, man. So PTtheGospelSpitter is all about kingdom biz, all about kingdom biz for the win.
Facts. You spoke about the prodigal son moment, man. What was that like? What was that about? Talk to us.
That was realistic, and I needed it though. I had to go through that. So, like I said, I was raised here. This is home. And when I was about 12, my dad's job transferred all of us up top to Connecticut. And, at that point in time, coming from the South, going up top, that wasn't the move. Not for me. I still had a little yearn, so as you can hear now, it sounds like I'm from up top. So the sauce changed, the twist changed, what I mean? So now I talk my twist with it. But when I went up there, a lot of people just was not feeling me coming from the South. I just picked up anger. And it walked all the way with me, but because I got a chance to jump into sports, I had an outlet. And I got a chance to use that to go to college and run track on a full scholarship. So OU, I appreciate y'all, the Bobcats, thank you, sir. So when I came back home, there was just a lot pent up in me. And I had to let it out somewhere. So, the bad boy of gospel, I didn't give myself that name. That came from being incarcerated. I did 3 years in the chain gang, a year and a half right here in Gwinnett County Jail, and 6 months in the PDC right here in Georgia as well. So I needed that stuff. I had to let that anger out. So with all the jokes aside, even when you was like gangster, hey man, sorry, a little bit of the OGs I had to get cool with.
Yeah.
And I had to go through that experience and let all that stuff out. Fighting, had to get it out. Cursing, had to get it out. You know what I mean? So that's that prodigal son experience. But it molded me, man. It shaped me because now, when I was incarcerated, a couple of cats was looking at me like, some of the G's and some of the Jits was like, yeah, you the real bad boy of gospel because, we hitting the rec yard. I'm hitting them with, some music. I'm running music past them that I'm writing. Yeah. So they like, but when it was time to go down, when it was time to put the work in, if something had to go down, it's going down. It is what it is. I got to go home.
Oh, yeah, we got to make it home.
So now they like, you the real bad boy of gospel. And I was like, oh, hit me with that one more time. And they said it. And I was like, I promise you I'm going to make something out of that.
So you was saved when you went in? Like, yes. Had a relationship with God and all that when you went? Okay.
Already.
Cool.
So what was your turning point in coming back? What was that moment?
Truth be told, so I'm in my cell, and it's like the wee hours of the morning, and I was just tired. I was just tired of it all. And I really just started crying in the cell. I had 2 cellies, and I wasn't trying to be loud about it.
Yeah.
You don't want to show any of that. So at that point, I was like, Yahweh, come on, man. There's got to be something better. You got to have something for me. What is it? just what is it? Fill me up with it. And that's when he was like, you already knew it from the beginning. Your parents poured it into you. What are you talking about?
Right.
And, you know, watching my mom out here at Wheat Street Baptist Church in the choir, you know, she had me in the youth choir. She had me in the adult choir. She had me chanting scriptures every Sunday, you know, so it was already there. I'm mimicking her. You know, I got my love for music from her. So he's like, you got it from the beginning. Go back to the music. So I'm like, okay, let's run. So I just took that time while I was in there, started writing. And a lot of the music that you're hearing now that's out from me came from when I was locked up writing.
True definition of train up a child then.
Big
They'll
facts.
come right back.
So before you had, you know, got locked up and stuff like that, and you got a deeper connection with your relationship with God once you got in there, would you say your relationship before getting locked up was more on a religious tip, since you had to go because your mom and stuff had forced you to be in choir and church? So you would say it was more religious first, then later on when you got a better relationship with God, it became a relationship after like being incarcerated?
Definitely, you called it. You know, it was. My mom wasn't letting me get out or go on the worship service. So I was like, wow, I gotta go. And you know, she was going to choir rehearsal, I'm there right with her. She was going to Bible study, I'm there right with her. Treasury meeting, I'm there right with her.
Right.
You know, and truth be told, so my mom was Baptist, my pops had a Presbyterian background, so you know, I don't know if you know much about Baptist services. You know, they can still keep running.
Oh yeah.
So we would go to the Presbyterian services first, and then my mom was already at Wheat Street, so me and my pop going to Presbyterian services. Then we come right back and we go to, you know, the Baptist services. So we had worship service all day, and I'm not even gonna cap, no kizzy. I couldn't stand it. I could not stand it. But they was all about faith. Yeah. They were like, we gonna stick together, we gonna run this out, and we gonna make this work. So that was dope for them, and I love them for that. And rest in peace, Mom. I love you so much. I pray you up there singing right now with the angelic choir. But for me, it was like, well, I got to go to both services. Yeah. Let me just get one. You know, let me get one version of Yahweh. I'm good.
What advice could you give someone who is currently in a situation that you was in, like they are now being raised in a church because they have to, they're being forced to go, but they don't really desire for themselves to get a relationship with God for themselves? Like, what would you say to them?
Try to find something that it resonates with you there. Whether if it's you find some friends, you know, you just like it. And I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Whether if you like it when you see somebody in the congregation curse or something, you find something.
Yeah.
You know, find something that's gonna keep you there.
Right.
And hopefully, you know, it'll at least the seed will be planted and Yahweh can reap later.
Yeah, I like that.
So listen, I want to dive into some of these
accomplishments.
There we go.
Yeah.
Team energy.
Accomplishment.
Right,
You see that right
Team
there?
energy
See what
right
I'm saying?
there.
We're bonded. So
That's how you gotta say it.
we're bonded. Oh man, so just run the list down, man. You've been able to you had a role in Taken 3. I see that you was here. You was in Ant-Man as well. Not to also forget, you also have your own production company, right?
Yes,
What's the name of your production company?
Serving the Peace.
Okay.
Yes.
Serving the Peace. Is that just because I know it's animation too, right?
So we do the animation. It's the label as well. It's dealing with the entertainment. That's where the giving back to the community comes from too. So everything is wrapped up in the Serving the Peace, and I'm actually partnering with them on that.
Oh, that's what's up though.
So yeah, but definitely, yeah, that's how we rock.
And you got a video game?
I mean, you diving into some stuff. So
just
Yahweh willing, that's the next move. That's where we are actually headed. So the fact that you put that out there, I'm like, okay, well,
there you go.
You know,
that's confirmation.
So we'll run with it. So now that you done spoke that into existence, we definitely gonna make sure that manifests. Life right there, life.
So how do you transition between all the different hats you wear?
I don't. No, I'm messing with you. No, I just
I just do it all. Just let it rock.
You know, I'll admit, man, at the end of the day, because I'm with 2 talent agencies and I'm with, you know, Serving the Peace as well, you know, you got to keep it pushing, and that's where that prayer life comes in. And like I said, that's where I have to make sure I'm taking care of what I call brain health and mental health. And you know, sometimes, you know, it's not perfect. So at the end of the day, it's just okay. Yeah, you fell for it. Just keep going for it. Make sure you pick yourself back up, and just make sure you keep it all together. And sometimes, like I said, it might fall apart.
Yeah.
You got to come back though. So yeah.
What's your busiest time and how did you manage it?
Hey, the busiest time, I'll admit, is family time.
Oh wow.
Seriously.
So you have children?
No.
Oh, my bad.
No. I mean, Yahweh.
Why you say it like that?
Because I don't have them right now. The reason I said that is because I actually have the time to be able to do all this. And for anybody that has kids, salute to y'all. I know that's work.
Yeah.
I know how much work that is. being able to see that from my family members.
Oh, okay.
They're putting in work just to be able to provide. They're putting in work being able to be patient, kind, humble with their kids. I'm still working on my patience. I'm still working on that stuff, and I know Yahweh's still working in me. That's why I was like, no, because if I had some kids prior to now, hey.
You'll be surprised how they can change you though.
I mean, I'll rock with that. I'll rock with it, but right now, right now,
you want your
feel
freedom.
me? Yeah,
No, you're not freedom, but you need
the time. I need
that time because you got to get that
Yeah.
time to them when it comes to it.
Exactly, and I'm still being prepped. I'm still being shaped. I'm still being molded for that. Yeah, I want to make sure because my pops, hey, I tell him every day, I don't know how he's so patient with me. He's still patient with me.
You the only child?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And a lot of people aren't gonna talk about it, but when you do any type of time, your family's doing the time with you.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know, but a lot of people don't want to talk about that. Some may and some don't. So
That's facts.
not only was he coming to visit me, not only was he would write me letters and put scriptures in there to make sure I would stay right there with Yahweh. And then he would come visit me and we would still talk about that stuff. I'm writing music to run past him at Vizzo. Be like, this is what we're going to drop when we come back. As soon as we get back, we're going right back to it.
Yeah.
So the busiest time definitely is family time, you know, because my family, that's, truth be told, you know, I don't know if everybody gets a chance to see it, but that's why I have the S on. The last name is Stokes. So one of our family reunions, they use the Superman emblem
Gotcha.
for Stokes. And when I saw that, my family is always building us up, always, with knowledge, with wisdom, with faith, all the time. So when I saw that, that's when I was like, okay, got it, family. I'm gonna run with this. Y'all just let me know how powerful we really are. And now that I know that my family understands where we get our power from, which comes from Yahweh, you know, and we get our purpose from that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make something into it. So, you know, you gotta bam out with it. You gotta bam out with it and let them know.
So you've been able to infiltrate these charts crazy.
Infiltrate.
No.
Sound bad, don't it?
It sound like we coming.
PT,
Yeah, we is coming.
PT, you got Service for the King is #1 right now on Amazon. Rolling Stone also featured you as well. Service for the King hit the top 25 on there. Germany #2 on the iTunes chart.
Sheesh.
#1 for Hype Magazine also featured you as well. Belgium #1 on the iTunes charts in Belgium. #1 iTunes song, Service for the King. That's the original, not even a remix. #1 on Switzerland. Also #1 in South Africa on the iTunes chart. You got 100,000 followers on Spotify.
Yes, sir.
Going
Bro,
stupid.
bro, talk about the inception of this song, man, and how much this song has changed the trajectory of your life, man.
Borrow $20 to tomorrow.
Period.
Oh man, so first up, we gotta definitely salute the Pharaoh MC Nice. Hey man, I appreciate you, Nice, because you know he made that so easy to do this collab. And I shot him a DM like, you know, I definitely want to connect here on the gram. We're already connected on Facebook. Holla at me about how we can get this collab jumping. He literally hit me with his math, which is his phone number for some people don't know, and was like, just hit me. That's how we make it happen. I was like, oh. So the same day I called him, and now we're here. And I'm just appreciative that he was faithful to not only the call, but he literally just allowed me to jump in. At that point in time, I didn't have anything as far as a #1 record or anything. You know, he gave me some of the science. You know, he was like, hey man, run this way, run that way. Check this out. Okay. And all I did was listen.
Oh, so you did listen.
Yeah.
And look what happened, right?
I'm just, you know.
And there's a reason why he say that, because the same game that Nice gave you, we be trying to tell these DJ, go do your thing, DJ, because DJ is real passionate about this.
Okay.
DJ
So
did.
on the gospel hip hop cruise, Nice gave us the game. I even recorded it. I don't know, cause it's so annoying, bro. So, and some people I know that's
they don't want to
really
they don't want to do the work.
Some really dope artists, and it's like, bro, I just gave you everything for free. What the heck is wrong with you?
I mean, but you know, we gotta take it back to the word. What does it say? Many are called, few are chosen. No disrespect to anybody on that one.
Nah, disrespect intended.
You know, not from me. You know, I still love them because at the end of the day, they're going through a journey. You know, not everybody is in the same place that you're in. So everybody has to go through this journey at not only their pace, but at Yahweh's pace. You don't know what he's doing through them. You know, sometimes their heart is hardened. Sometimes their ears are plugged up because they're not ready to receive that in that moment.
But let me ask you a question. Why do they keep calling me back, asking me for the same thing? For real, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
How he gonna speak for them? Let me ask you a question. Why they keep calling me back? Like, hey, he don't know.
Right. But at the end of the day, I'll just say, you know, maybe they're calling you back because the light, and I can compare this to a bug lamp. Unfortunately, you know, with a bug lamp, you think those insects don't know that lamp is gonna kill them, but they keep going to the light. People are attracted to the light. That's the point. So you have a light. How many awards y'all got for the show? You're giving them the sound advice. You're shining bright. If they're not listening, it is what it is, but they're gonna come back to what? The light. So as long as you keep giving them Yahweh, let the seed be planted and let him reap. That's all that is.
So this is really a beautiful thing, because PT, you're walking in the rewards of following the system.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I appreciate that.
I would ask
like
you to go back down the list again.
Applying the system. Like, bro, how many countries? That was just a
You
couple.
might have to go do it again.
I ain't want to slide through his whole page, but that was just a couple. But how many number ones you need to hear to realize, like, okay,
Yeah,
these guys
did he
are
just win
connected
something at the
serious.
Gospel Hip Hop Awards too?
You did not this year.
Not that was
last
that
year.
before.
So last year I didn't win anything. They honored me for having SFTK on the Billboard Internet Gospel chart, and then the Billboard Internet Christian Hip Hop chart that was created. So simultaneously we're on both charts for 18 weeks and 21 weeks at number 1. So they honored me for that because I was the first artist to do that. And I'm appreciative of that because they didn't have to honor me. I got a chance to perform. And at this past Gospel Hip Hop Awards, I was up for 4 nominations. So unfortunately, we didn't take nothing home like y'all did, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be iron sharpen iron. You know?
Yeah.
So salute to y'all for winning. My point behind all that is, like, at the end of the day, it's if we're really going to be about kingdom biz, I'm supposed to be happy when you win and salute you when you win. Just like when we joking around.
Yeah.
I wanted to win something, but to be nominated for some stuff for me just doing what Yahweh told me to do.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm
That's the
thankful.
reward right there.
Yeah.
I'm appreciative of that. Like, because how many people didn't get nominated?
Yeah, exactly.
So come on, man. Like, I'm appreciative of it, but we got to have a good time with it.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
So yeah.
Facts,
You start
facts.
hanging out with us when we go to award shows.
Oh Lord. I've already seen how y'all be acting at the award shows.
So you in CHH and you in gospel. Do you think that you get the recognition that you should? Not saying that you're doing it for the recognition, but do you feel like people is like checking for PT on that type of level?
As far as recognition goes, I believe so, because at the end of the day, like I said, being able to be nominated at the Gospel Hip Hop Awards, I think that right there is recognition. Going further, I'll admit, I believe I need to keep it pushing. Like, I need to keep going forward. So we need to touch the Billboard charts. Oh, speaking of which, McQuell, shout out to you. Right now we got Live in Me featuring McQuell. Right now it is number 34 on the Gospel Billboard chart.
On the Gospel Billboard.
Jesus.
Come on now.
Yeah, for terrestrial.
Jesus.
So
Let's go.
I think, as we keep moving up, I believe everything else will flow. But I'm really appreciative that I'm able to walk in this, because I did go the hip hop and R&B route. That's what led to some of the chaos for me. I'll just go ahead and admit it. Yeah, some of the chaos. Yeah, I'll go ahead and admit it. And for anybody that feels like R&B and hip hop is their lane, I am not speaking against any of them. Y'all keep doing what you do if that's what you want to do. For me, that just wasn't the route to go. So now that I'm in here and my purpose, I believe the recognition is there. So, but I'm gonna keep pushing forward, and I'm just gonna keep going forward. So
Yeah. Okay, so being able to kind of see both sides of the spectrum from a bird's eye view, from being at number 1, like, what do you think the culture is missing?
I believe we need to, like how y'all have the team energy, we need to have that team energy.
Hey, I heard
for the
that
whole-
so much.
for the whole culture.
That's what
I'm
everybody
talking-
say.
Yeah, because it's we gonna keep it all the way funky. It's fresh leftovers. So we gonna keep it all the way fresh.
All the
too,
way.
So sometimes there's a little bit of hating in the kingdom.
Facts?
Sometimes a little bit of hating.
Why you
in the
think it's
kingdom.
hating in the kingdom?
I don't know. I can speculate. I like we were talking about before. I think sometimes people aren't comfortable in their lane. I think when they see someone else shining bright, sometimes they want that light. They want a portion of your light or somebody else's light, instead of recognizing that Yahweh gave you a whole highway for yourself.
Dang.
And if you just stay in that lane,
The whole HOV.
I'm talking about, you got it. Like, literally, you got it covered. All you got to do is plug in. And once you plug into your purpose, you don't need anybody else's light.
Yeah.
Yahweh got a whole light for you. So,
And if you do connect with people, it's only going to allow the lights to shine even brighter.
That's the
like
whole
it's a
point.
match. You got a match. You got a match. You got a match. Everybody in here
Right.
got a match. We all put the matches together. It's going to make a bigger flame.
That's the
and
whole
it's going to be
point.
more light. So that's how I view it. I'm
Right.
like, yo, when we all come together,
Yeah.
we could really kill. You know what I'm saying? On
It's
the-
like Minister Mike always say, if you set yourself on fire, people gonna come and watch you burn.
That's
For
facts.
sure.
I like that.
So PT,
Yeah.
right? When you got some youngins that's like, yo, I want to do this music thing. I feel like God calling me for this music thing. But you just know it's not being done from a place of like, this is what God really called you to do, right? You're just doing it because it's the cool thing to do. What kind of advice you give to a person like that to just be like, yo, man, the music is terrible, but the way you greeted me at the door, I really felt the presence when you was just like, yo, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of advice you give somebody like that?
If I'm feeling that, you know, that from the discernment from the Spirit, if I'm feeling that it's just not right, I'm gonna ask a question like, okay, well, hey, where are you worshiping? You know, like my sister right here just got done talking about, if the relationship with Yahweh is not there, the music's not gonna pop anyway. So if I already feel that from you, now I gotta talk to you about, okay, well, what's your relationship like with Yahweh? But you know, some people are gonna feel like you're attacking them when you hit with that, so the wall comes up. So that's why I would come out and just ask, okay, well, hey, where are you worshiping?
Yeah.
And based upon that answer, okay, well, you looking at something online if you're not going to a corporate worship, or if you don't have a church home? What about Bible study? Are you reading your word on your own? I'll just ask those questions right there and just see where that comes, like what that answer is. And then we just go from there. Like at the end of the day, like we were all just talking about, if you plug into the source and you make sure you first going to him, it's always going to lead you forward. That's my belief. That's what I lean on the rock. So I think if you go that route, it's easy to get the advice from there, because it's not really you at that point in time. You're asking Yahweh, you're asking Yahshua in you, the Elohim in you. You're asking all that to move.
Yeah, I did all of that.
So,
What?
So you did your job. You planted the seed. Yahweh gets the increase.
Still don't listen.
But see, that's
Oh
the
my
thing.
God.
Just like we were talking about before, you like the journey. It's a
Okay.
journey.
Gotcha.
Like you're in a different chapter than somebody else is. So your chapter looks way different than somebody else's.
Gotcha.
They're still going through some stuff. They still got to go through their fiery furnace experience.
That's
They
good.
still got to go through their sharpening. They still got to go through their pruning. They still got to go through that stuff.
Yeah. And it's no point of like, you know what I'm saying, trying to make people get it. It's no point of that, because in due time, God is going to make them get it. You grew up in church, but it wasn't until you was in that cell, until God started speaking to you, till you got it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Just like me. I didn't grow up in church, but it wasn't until God sent somebody to speak to me till I got it. You know what I'm saying? It takes for somebody willing it. Somebody got to be tired of being tired to
Facts.
finally get it. So we know for a fact that you have Service for the King, the movie, out on Apple TV, right? Apple
called
TV,
it, called it.
and it's out now, right?
Hey,
Go
you
ahead
already know.
and talk about that a little bit.
I don't like shooting traditional music videos. I like to turn them into short musical films so I can give somebody a better visual. Praise the Maker, which is out right now. It's the animation short musical film. Everybody's plugged into their phones right now. Everybody's plugged into a tablet, iPad, something like that. I want to be able to hit them there. So when I was talking to Nice on the phone, I shared that with him, and he hit me with, I see myself as a judge. with the old school, like British.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You going
So
there?
so I was like, okay. And I started writing the script.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, you wrote the script? Yeah, send it to me." Okay, cool. And we just ran from there.
Where did you shoot it at?
Over in Gwinnett County. So I
Right.
I stay around that
from
area.
Legacy.
Yeah. So again, so the project right now on Apple TV. Also at the same time, it won 9 awards at all IMDb
great.
qualifying film festivals.
Sheesh.
That's crazy.
Praise the Maker, the animated John, actually won 5 as well. I got to plug that in. That was dope.
That's
but
what's
yeah.
up.
So yeah, it's been a blessing all the way around. So yeah, please check that out on Apple TV. Share it with a friend. Share it with somebody you know that needs salvation, that needs the good news. Share it with them, because we're doing our best to give it to you with music. We're doing our best to give it to you with the visuals. We're doing our best to just make sure you stay plugged in, man.
All right, look, man, we got a segment that we like to do. It's called Explain That Post. So what we do, just to catch you up to speed, we do a deep dive on our guest social media page.
All of them. All of them.
We check them out. Yeah, we
The
go.
whole thing.
We go. we run it back. You feel me, DJ? You good? You linked up?
I'm
still?
straight, brother. I'm ready.
All right, cool. So
Just tell me when
we got some photos that we pulled up. That we need some explanations for. We just want to just get just get an idea of what was going on in the moment. So
Do I get a chance to see these?
Oh yeah, it'll be on the screen, buddy.
We'll tell you when to turn your head. DJ, come on.
The fact that he's already laughing, I don't know if I like this.
Stop. Look, we just waste 2 minutes on laughing. Y'all need to come on.
All right, let's go.
Hey, don't look.
We gonna tell you when to look.
Here we go. Where am I looking? Left,
Do
right?
that one. All right, sir.
Am I looking to the left? Looking
Go
to the
ahead,
left?
sir. You can look whichever direction you
Oh,
like.
yeah.
Look, he gonna try to make it
So
sound good.
no. That was actually on the set of Ant-Man.
Oh,
Where I was
Dang, Legacy.
Where I was the prison guard. So you asked about that.
it
That was
makes
my
sense.
that was my featured.
Hey, what
extra
you throwing
role.
those game signs doing?
No,
Dang.
so that was the peace sign right there for the troops. So supporting the troops. That's all that was. So.
Got you.
Right. But it's all good. I like how you did it though.
It's all right. We got more.
Oh, we got more.
mean,
We got more. Hey,
This
DJ, it's on you, brother. Just run it.
All right, let me go back to the one I saw.
Let's run it.
And I was just on the floor about.
I can look now.
Yeah, you can look.
Oh yeah, senior high school picture.
Turn around.
That was senior high school?
Yeah, senior high school picture.
Yeah, you definitely like.
Right?
He got the one braid over this.
Yeah, we was in there.
What that chain say right there?
Oh, that was the dollar sign.
That's a dollar sign?
Yeah, that was a dollar sign.
Look at him. I'm saying that's great. If you kept it for that long, it's still
That's real
shining.
gold, bro.
So that charm was actually my mom. So my mom gave me that. And then when my mom passed away, she left me this ring.
The ring.
So I put the ring on and I took the charm off because I was all about the money back then. All about the money. Now I just wanted to keep my mom
It's a
with me.
memory.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
So that was actually with my first engineer that I was rocking with.
Oh, in his closet.
Pause.
I'm just asking.
Pause. So the studio that I was going to was actually in the basement of a gentleman's house. So they had that whole basement set up as a studio.
Yeah.
And the booth was actually set up like that.
In the closet.
No, pause. We're not pause.
What is that?
It's a boo. You got A4 plans?
You know what?
You pulled them up.
Some of the
You
yellow.
pulled the schematics up. You pulled it up.
All right, what else we got? What's going on with this one?
Oh yeah. So if you actually come to the website, PTtheGospelSpitter.faith, that is actually the shot. That is right there for me.
Was that in Gwinnett?
Yes, it was.
But y'all going ahead, boys.
Yes, it
Was
was.
it? I'm trying to think about where is that.
That river.
Right over in Duluth.
Okay. Hey man, PT man, we appreciate you rocking with us today,
I
man.
love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Seriously, like I was talking about before, man. Y'all's energy is so crazy. It's really litty for the kingdom, man. And just the fact that y'all gave me this warm embrace and y'all hit me with some real tough questions, but they were kingdom building questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, and then like I said, the whole vibe this whole time is just something insane. I love it, man. So I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. So salute.
Facts.
Oh, we got
facts,
a
facts.
salute. You know everybody
You
be
know
getting
what
one
I'm
of those.
Hey.
Only the real get the
real-
salute.
that's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
You already know.
All right, man, y'all gonna show PT some love, man. This is Fresh Leftovers Radio Show.
Just live in it. For forgiveness cause of him.